To everybody who feel like you have no type of hope or you in a situation that you can't get out, I'm gonna help you out. Look, you have to remember that your first thought when you wake up in the morning, this right here is important because the first thought that's in your mind that you think in the morning is your most potent thought. It's just like when you go into the bathroom, the first time that you go into the bathroom in the morning, your urine, that's the most potent urine. This is why the doctor said bring your early morning urine in because it contains more substance in it that is more beneficial for them to be able to check certain things within your dimensions, meaning within your mind state. They don't tell you this. Now, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should be putting on the mind is the frequencies that you want as far as what you need to be manifesting here on this dimension that you call Earth. Now, a lot of people, I'm going to give you an example. Even though it seemed like this may be some religious shit, there's nothing religious about it. Why? Because even when you study people who do lottery, a lot of these people don't supposed to be hitting these numbers. This is how they got it. This is how they got it set up. But unconsciously, since we are spiritual beings, we know how to tap into other dimensions to bring these gifts to help us tap into numbers that they tried to hide from us through scheming. And we hit these numbers right off the bat. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. And they wonder how we do it. That's why a lot of people who hit the lottery come up missing. If you're hitting real big. Now, your first thought should be the frequency that you're trying to ride that wave. Because whatever you put into your mind, this is what you're sending off through the web browser of the universe to log on to as far as what you want to manifest it. Everything will be all right, my people. Now, when you get up in the morning, rituals is not just things that you do sitting in your house. The best creative ritual or the best superior ritual that you can initiate is out in nature. Go and find the birds. Go and find some squirrels and give them some crackers. Because these beings, whether you believe it or not, they are more connected to the umbilical cord, the spiritual umbilical cord of Mother Nature than we are. They are in tune. They see things that we can't see. They hear things that we can't hear. So when you are giving them, this is an act of a ritual, which is actually planting a seed for you in a spiritual account, which will allow certain things to come from other lifetimes where you've been that you couldn't bring back. People say you can't take this with you when you die. Of course, but once you proceed that round to go into your next life, you could bring that energy of what you manifested in the past life into this life by using nature. Birds, specifically birds, because birds can go more higher into certain dimensions to tune in to the great mothers. And the higher you go into the dimensions, the more deeper your seed is planted. The more deeper your seed is planted, the more of a greater gift you'll be able to see. The more of a greater sense you'll be able to hear. The more of a greater aspect of being able to bring your powers to life you'll be able to see by feeling. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the same, like I said before in the blog talk, the same bird that is on your windowsill can be the same bird that built the pyramid. The same bird that is on your windowsill can be the same bird that you were in a past life, reincarnated through nature. You are nature. You are everything that you see before you. Just because you leave this body don't mean that that'll be the you going into another life. Parts of you leave here. Remember, you have a geomagnetic force field. So through the geomagnetic force field, a bird might fly over top of you and pick up on your frequency. And now you done reincarnated a fragment of you by way of a thought, then reincarnated into that bird. And that bird will carry you on to your next life while you are actually here. Stick with me for a second. This is real talk. So just when you feel like you don't have hope, remember what it says in the Bible. I'm not no Bible thumping nigga, but I'm gonna tell you something. If you can decode it, it has some truth in it. In Proverbs, when it say, watch what you say around birds, because birds carry your words off to other birds. Decode it as watch what you say around people, but also what you say around birds, the birds can carry your words back to the ancestors, and the ancestors can send you back mail by way of these things in nature to help you manifest the things that you need. So if you you're in a situation and you live in an uncomfortable space, you get what I'm saying? You should be able to go out to nature to send mail or spiritual letters through these beings such as squirrels, birds, anything in nature, the trees. But you got to be serious about what you're doing. You can't just be doing it to say that I'm spiritual. Because if you spiritual people know how to manifest what they need through nature, because nature is the portal to be able to tap into certain gifts and needs that you need in the lifetime that you were in at present and in the future. Because remember, you lived in the future before as well. And you may have been rich in the future. So you can use nature to magnetically attract certain things from your future and your past to bring it here to you. So nature is the portal to the images and the records that assigns us our forms and our shapes and our destiny upon going into other dimensions and realms. Again, the very same things that you see in nature could be the very same things that you were in a past life. There are unaccountable images that are frozen. And remember, images is time. So whenever you take a picture, you are freezing time. So Mother Nature, she is the one that is snapping the pictures and giving us our destiny by way of authorship. So when you see us traveling from one life to another and we can't remember stuff, this is because the images or the consciousness is frozen in time. The universe has an umbilical time clock and it is frozen in time. And so when we travel through the womb of the universe or through Mother Nature, she assigned us our image. We look just like the universe. Just like we come out of our mother's womb, we say, oh, you look like your mother physically. Or you say you look like your father physically. But remember, you like something else spiritually. And what is that? Go open your door, open your window, and look right out. And that's what you look like spiritually. You are the all in all. You are the infinity. You are the unknown. You are the reality that is taking a vacation into the illusion to make certain components of the illusion a reality. But we have to be careful what we make a reality, because there's certain beings that live within the illusion that can take over your reality or control whatever you create within the projection of your reality for them to be able to feed and suck off of your energy. And this can alter your time. Do you get what I'm saying? This is why we have to be very mindful. The people who we keep in our circle, because people are not people. People are energies. You have dimensions around you. The same person you land in a bed with at nighttime is a dimension. So if you are on a higher dimension and they are on a lower dimension, you better figure a way to balance these dimensions of frequencies. Because if not, then this right here would tip the scale. And this will have you in a relationship with someone who cannot actually see you anymore. I'm not talking about physically seeing you anymore. They will not be able to mentally or spiritually see you anymore, as far as understanding what comes out of your mouth, and what comes out of your mouth is your thought. So it's coming from your mind. So if they can't understand your mind, then you have become unknown to the connection that you have to your significant other. Let's be careful. Peace. Just look at the weather. A lot of people saying, why are we having a lot of this weather going on? I mean, it don't make no sense. All you have to do is look at the new energy that's coming through the womb of the woman. These starseeds that's coming in from the left ventricle of the brain of the universe, the left ventricle. This is where the left heart is. Our heart, the frequency and vibration of our heart is changing too. The heartbeat. This is why NASA said they're hearing distinct heartbeats in the universe. They're talking about us. So this weather and these catastrophes is the cause of these new starseeds that's coming in. They're doing rituals and chanting inside of the womb. You have to understand that the Dogons is coming back. They never left. They are reincarnating through the starseeds. They coming back. The ancestors who could talk to the stars and cause and genetically modify the weather. They are here. They coming through the womb. And every time they cry, a cry is not just something where a child is asking for something. A cry is actually a ritual. They chanting. You get what I'm saying? And what they doing is they stirring up certain elements and they causing certain catastrophes to go down. All the snow, all the tornadoes. They are the true HARP systems. They studied. You see, the HARP system was brought out of what we call Africa. They studied the DNA of the ancestors at that time. It's still in us. They just can't awaken all of your DNA. They can just awaken certain ones. You get what I'm saying? So you must understand that even when we talk about melanin, people talk about melanin don't exist. The only reason why I use the phrase or the frequency melanin is because I'm trying to reach the people that is on that level. If we say that melanin is the soul substance, and we know that the soul is a higher form of frequency or energy, then we know that melanin is nothing but energy. So what does that say? That says that we have a different energy than other cultures. That's it. We have a different energy which connects us to certain anatomical bases or certain anatomical divisions within the universe. The universe is a brain, so the left ventricle of the brain of the universe is now awakening, and the left ventricle of your brain is now awakening. We are music. We are walking radio stations, and now we are tuning in stations now. We are tuning into other stations, and we are going to dimensions while staying here. That's why I say that sooner or later that this new energy that's retrograding in, soon we'll be able to walk down the sidewalk and they won't be able to see us. We'll be able to see them. Not because we disappeared or some old spooky shit. It's because their mind won't allow them to see us in a certain sense, but we'll be able to see them. Think with me, my people. Your mind can cause you to stumble into certain dimensions to see certain things. So since their mind or their energy is not tapped into higher frequencies or anatomical systems, their mind is not going to elevate with this new energy. Certain people that's within the jurisdiction of what we call melanated beings, we will be able to do that if our brain is open, if our mind is open to certain things, and we can think outside of the box. You get what I'm saying? And somebody else told me to talk about the health. I'm going to go into the health too, because a lot of people that made this alkaline shit a religion. It ain't nothing but a goddamn religion. That's all it is. It's just a religion. A lot of people making money off of this thing, but the same people that you go and talk to, you ask them, are you a soul or are you the body? They'll tell you that you're the soul. So how the hell can a physical alkaline diet cater to you and your mind as far as your manifestation as being healthy in certain dimensions where you're not the physical body? Where is the alkaline thoughts? See, as long as you got alkaline thoughts in your mind, you don't have to worry about alkaline food. Yes, it'll balance the scale within the illusion and the reality. It'll balance your illusion and your reality. But at the same time, if you're not the physical, stop making it a goddamn religion. You worse than the church folks. Saying if you don't eat this, you don't eat that. Everything ain't for everybody. All you got to do is study our ancestors back in the 50s and the 40s. The reason why they lived longer and they could eat swine, you know why they did that? Is because they didn't have so many satellites and technology. They was thinking on a certain frequency. They was on another anatomical frequency. So they could eat physical food, but they had more peace than we did. The technology didn't sidetrack them from the peace of mind. So peace is your alkaline thoughts. That's for your mind. Your mind is your real body. Now let's get that straight.